Hi, this is Gary at Webdeersign. I want to talk to you about the new Template 5. This is our latest template and this is all about CMS. It's built around the superb new Pulse CMS system that has many features. It has a very powerful CMS capability and blogging, and it has a lot of extras built in. So what have we got here? This is a RapidWeaver template built on a blank theme. It doesn't need any framework, doesn't need foundation, and this has been kept as simple and basic as possible so that it's as easy to understand as can be, and also it's a perfect platform to begin to build your own site, to duplicate these pages, to add the elements that you want, to duplicate them, etc. So it's broken down into a series of the functions within the Pulse CMS system. So this is the first page. What we have here is an image, and we also have some text. Now, almost everything you're going to see is set up with the CMS system. So if I demonstrate this, it'll become clear what's going on. Now, there is a launcher, a Mac app. I believe there's a new mobile version of this coming out soon, but if I log into this, so this is one of the ways. There's several ways of logging in. So I'll just log into that and you'll see what's in there. Now, it's been rebranded with our own logo. You can do this with your own logo. But what you have is a series of things: blocks, blog, media, pages, and stats. Where this translates into a real website, I'll show you. So for example, we have an image here, template. Now that's inside media. If I open up media, there's a whole load of things in there. And there is a directory called logo. And whatever is put in here, the first one is used by this part of the CMS system. So if I just change the order of things here, and if I now refresh the page, you'll see we now have an orange one there. I haven't even saved. I've just refreshed, just changed the order of things there. So it's very quick to change images. Down here we have some text, and if I go back to blocks, you'll see a whole load of things. There's a text file here called hello. These are all dealt with as text files, and you will see here what you're looking at there is exactly what you're seeing here. So if I was to type in the word hello, for example, and if I then save it and refresh the page, you will see the word hello appear here, and there is the word hello. So it's very quick to make changes. It's instant. It's easy to understand. Everything is in a text format, and you can give them meaningful names. And this really helps when you're organizing or giving this over to someone else to enter information for you. So it's easy to use. If I go down to the next page, we have 3 different variations of gallery. Now this is the Instax Gallery 3, a brilliant new gallery lightbox combination that has got so many different combinations. It's impressive. And if I go into Gallery 1, what we have here is, this is one particular layout, and you can add or subtract or change anything you see there. And if you click on one of these, it goes off into one of the particular light boxes. There's about half a dozen different variations. I like this one. It's a very clean, minimal way of seeing an image at its best, I believe. I've chosen 1000 wide pixel images. You can have whatever you want. And if you wanted to change something there, you would go into the media's here, and everything in here happens to be inside Gallery 0. So there we are. You can see all the images there. Now if I want to upload a new image, I'll just drag an image in there, and upload it. And now if I refresh this, you will see that there will be a new image appearing. There's the new image appearing, and if I click on it and go into it, we can change the order of things here. We'll move that one down there. I don't have to save it. All I need to do is refresh it and it's done. I can remove these, I can add more, I can go in and edit things, I can change the caption on there, you can do all sorts of things. So it's a super powerful CMS system. It's intuitive, it's easy to understand, and it is so quick to set up. There's full instructions with this. Basically all you do is make a couple of text modifications. You put your own password in, put a folder in, and then you drag a folder of content. All of this content is included, by the way. You drag a folder into the root of your server and you are done. That's it. It's a 2-minute operation. So we'll now go back and have a look at one of the other gallery options. Gallery 2 is a variation on that. This time there's a bit of a margin and there's a white background. But you can see that new image we've put in, that's in there. The reordering that's taken place is also represented there. And if we click on one of these, this is another of the variations of the lightbox. This one's got a play function, and you can hide these. You know, you've seen it all before, but you know, there's a lot of different variations. So you could, I'll be surprised if you can't choose the type of lightbox you want from the Gallery 3 stack. And then the final one, it's been set up as a slider. So normal slider, you can scroll through it, or you can use these nice buttons down here. And these have been styled within the template, so they look nicer. So that's the Gallery 3 stack, an example of the Gallery 3 stack. If you have that stack, and you should have it, that's a great way of showing images. We come down to the blog. This goes straight into the blog now. And what you're looking at is the default blog. So you just add text and pictures. This is what you're going to see. There's a read more facility. You can put that wherever you want. Go in and read the whole thing. And it's nicely laid out. Nice and minimal. It's nice and clean. We can go back into the blog. And if I come back to the CMS side of it, we go back to the home. We can then go into the blog here. And you'll see the structure of this is that every blog is a number followed by txt. So we can go in and edit one of those. We can go in and edit that one. That's what's in. This is a video that's in there. So it's easy to set up. Easy to set up, easy to use, and looks great. It's a really, really nicely fully featured blog. So we go back. Moving on down through this, we then come down to a buy page. And this is a typical way that you might go into an online store. What's represented here is a page, a one product page, but this whole thing is set up using CMS. What you have here is an image, which is set up. I'll go and have a look at that, because this will make sense then. So if we have a look at media, we have gallery product, and these are the 4 images that are used here for the slider. This is the slider that's built into Pulse CMS. You don't need your own slider, it's already built in. This text is all editable with CMS. This button will take you to wherever you want to go, but it could be Paddle or it could be PayPal or something like that. So this image at the top, that's set up within the CMS. And now this is a great feature. This is a button. If I come back out over here and I go into blocks, and if I have a look at something here, if I right click on it, you can copy the link. Now what that means is you can then link to anything that's in there. And what this is doing, this specification, this is linking to a PDF file that's been loaded up into the CMS. That's hugely powerful. You could use anything. You can have all sorts of content in here. You could have a holiday accommodation calendar with prices. You could have a menu, get all sorts of stuff. People can download stuff. You could have zip files. So this is a drop zone function. This allows you to download all sorts of things. Customers can upload, always have the latest. There's massive power in a page like this. Now, this is an example of what a page could look like. It can be built into anything, but each of the elements in here are all created with the CMS system, with the Pulse CMS system. We then go down to a contact form. Now, there's a fully featured contact form built in, so you don't need to buy additional stacks to do this. You can go in and edit that, add extra text inputs, change the names, works very well. And then there's also a newsletter sign-up facility. So you can come in here, put your email in, this builds up a text file of all the emails that have been used, and you can do what you want. Again, this text down here all been set up by CMS. So you don't have to buy yet another stack to do this. This is all included and part of the Pulse CMS. And then the final thing we have down here is we have just a login button. You can create a login button, or you can type the address in directly. Or there's a small image here which is again set up by CMS, but this is just showing you what you're seeing over here on the left. And some more text at the bottom. So that's it. There are about 10 separate pages in it. Each time you go off to one of these are additional pages. So the gallery is an additional page. Oops, sorry, the gallery 2 is an additional page. If you have any questions, fire them in.